First, once I log into the box, I will check where I am landed in my system. How can I check? PWD. It will tell you, ma'am, your laptop is set up?
Yeah.
It's set up?
But
Who
do I
did?
have to connect to your virtual machine?
Yeah.
I have to connect to your virtual machine.
No, your
No,
virtual
yeah,
machine.
I do have it.
You have virtual machine, right?
Yeah, I have VMware Workstation.
Hold on. So everybody is connected from the party. First, once you log in, if I want to check, you log in as a what user? How can I check? Who am I? I'm logging as a am2. So don't worry about to type right away in your laptops. Just focus here. I will give you a time, 5-10 minutes.
Sure.
Then you can practice. Okay. So another thing, how can you clean your screen? Screen clear. PWD. It will show you where you are in your, where you are in the, which directory are you in the system? Present working directory. ls is the command. It will list the files and directories. Suppose if I want to go to root, cd space /, okay, then it will take you to the root. Then type pwd where you are. So where you are, I'm in root. Then check what are the files and directories. These are the files and directories. Okay, these are the files and directory. Suppose if I want to go to /temp/tmp, okay, check where I am, pwd, check ls command, what are the files in the temp. These are the files and directories in the temp. I want to go back to my home directory. What is my home directory? /home am2, right? So if you log in as a am2, your home directory is /home am2. If you log in as a user1, your home directory is /home user1. If you want to go back to your home directory, you don't have to specify any path or anything. Just type cd, hit enter. It will take you to your home directory. What is my present working directory now? /home. Suppose if I want to go to my last directory from where I came, so how can I go to my last directory? cd/cd hyphen. It will take me to the temp directory. Okay, so I will give you 2 minutes commands so you can review on the screen what are the commands.
I don't have lib64 coming up.
No way, sir. Okay. Okay. Now I will back to my desk. Is here, back to my home directory. These are my files and directories. Okay, so I will clean up everything. Same like you guys, nothing there. If I do like ls command, no files and directories. Let's create the files. Okay, how can we create the file? Cat is the command, greater than sign, and file name, file1. Okay, once you hit enter, you will get this prompt. Please don't type now. I will give you time. Okay, just focus here. Just try to understand what I am doing. Okay, this is my first Linux file. Hit enter. I am learning Linux. Okay, then control D. Okay, D, control D. Okay, so if I say like a cat file1, and how I create the file? Cat space greater than sign, space, file name, right? Then I added my content. So after creating the file, how can I verify the file get created or not?
ls.
Very good. I will run the ls command. File get created?
Yes.
Yes, file 1 is there. Then how can I verify the what content it has?
Cat.
Cat space file name, no sign in between. Okay, whatever the content I wrote there, so you will see the content. Okay, so cat ls command, there is no file, cat greater than file, then I write some content, and ls command, there is a file, then I verify the content. I will give you 2 minutes and practice conceptually. Okay, so everybody did this, right?
Yes.
So let's do it again. What I will do, I will clear up the screen. Cat, again file 1, same file. I just type like a Linux is free but not training, right? Hit enter, control D, and think and tell me what happened to the content of the file.
Replaced.
Huh?
Replaced.
Change or added?
No, it's
Change.
replaced.
Change.
Change it. The first is gone.
Yes, very good. So what happened? When I say this, the old data content of the file, it's gone. How can I verify the content? Cat space file 1. The old content is gone, right? What I have here? Just the new content. But I want to keep the old content. I want to append the new content. Okay, how can I do it? Cat double greater than file 1. Okay, I am learning Linux. Right? Now check the content, file 1. So what happened here? It's added, append the content. Again, if I want to add some more content in the file, greater than sign, I love Linux. It's so interesting to learn Linux. Right, whatever the content you want, you can add. Then look at the content of the file now. It's content, it's preserving the old content, it's just adding the new content of the file. Okay? So just follow understand what I am doing here, and just follow the sequence. I will give you 2 minutes.
So you put the greater sign.
Please understand this concept. This concept is very important. What the greater than sign is doing here. Okay? Okay? Greater than sign is basically everything is in Unix is a file base. Okay? You are running any command, that is a file. If you are giving any text file information, that is file. Everything is the file base. So what is greater than sign means in Unix is redirect. Okay? So in the default file, there is a default input file, there is a default output file. Default input file is your keyboard file, and default output file is your screen file. Okay, so screen file means whatever you are displaying here. Okay, so suppose I'm clear this screen. If I say like a cat file 1, I am not giving anything. I am giving any sign in between?
No.
No, right? So what it's doing, it's just reading that file, pushing the content of the file on the display file. What is the default display file? What is the default output file? It is a display file, screen file, monitor file. Whatever the content you are seeing, that is the file, default output file. If I run the ls command, what the ls command is doing?
Listing the file.
Listing the files and directory. But where it is listing by default?
TMP.
Where it is displaying default? On your screen, right?
Yeah.
So it is a screen file, right? So if I run ls, so it is not, where it is listing? On your screen. It's a default screen file. But default, what is the default output file? What is the default output file?
The screen.
Screen file, right? Screen file. But can I redirect? I said, no, don't go to display file. Go to this file. Default output file is the display file. I said, no, don't go to output file, default file. Go to specific file. Example, look here. Cat command. I am not specifying any file. So what happening here? I am just typing, this is my first Linux file. What happened as soon I entered? It's printing the same sentence. So what it's giving? Did I give any file name there?
No.
So what happening?
Screen.
As soon as I hit enter, Unix thought, oh, I just give it to the output file, whatever you type. What is the output file? Display file. Whatever you're seeing on the screen. That is the output file. Clear? But if I want to change the direction, I want to redirect my output. I said my output don't go to my screen. Go to some other file. That's the reason we are putting the greater than sign. Okay? What is greater than sign? Redirector symbol. Got my point? So, example. ls command, what it's doing? Listing the files. Where it is listing? On the screen, display file. But I said, no. Don't display on the screen. Just write into some other file. Can I do that?
Yes.
How?
Greater sign and file name.
Tell me the command hold.
ls greater file and whatever you want in name. File name. File to name.
ls.txt.
Yeah.
Right? So what happened if I enter this? Are you seeing anything this? What happening?
Created a file.
This, what happened? It's created the ls.txt file. Whatever the, instead of displaying here, it just write into that file. How can I view the content of the file? Cat ls.txt. Got it? So what is the default output file? Display file, right? What the redirecting symbol is doing? What is greater than symbol is doing? Redirecting your output. Your output, instead of displaying on the display file, you're saying go to specific file. This is the way you can redirect your output. Okay? Please, I will give you 2 minutes. Do it, whatever I did.
So what's in ls.txt file?
You know, like it's not a complicated concept. So here, I have this file, right? File 1. If I do cat space file 1, what happening?
It shows that what are the content.
It is what it's doing. Just tell me.
It displaying the
Reading the file, right?
yeah.
Reading the file 1, and where it is displaying?
On the screen.
And the
Screen, right? Because why it is displaying on the screen? Default output. Okay, if you don't specify anything, by default it go there. This is the cat command. If I do ls command, what happening here?
Display.
What the ls command do? List the files and directories. So if I run the ls command, what is doing?
Listing the
Displaying
browser.
listing the files.
Yes, it's looking the files and directories in your home directory and it's listing there. But I said, no, I don't want there. I want to write some other file. Same like a display file. By default, it's write into the display file. Then you can view. You say, I don't want to write into the display file. I want to write some other file. You can give the redirection. So forget about that. I will create one more file. File 2. And I am writing, this is file 2 content. Right?
Yes.
Cat, how can I read the content of the file 2? Cat space file 2. Got it? How can I read the content of the file 1? Cat space file 1. Okay? Please watch everyone. How can I read the file 1 and file 2 content same time?
Just space with the space. You declare
Cat
two
file
names.
1
Like
space
cat
file
file
2.
1 and file
Cat
2. Space file 1, file 2.
file 1
Space file 2.
file 2. Right?
Yes.
So what is doing this command?
Just showing.
Showing on the screen.
Reading these two files and
Show.
displaying on the screen file. Cat 1. But I said, no. I want this file 1 content and file 2 content goes to file 3 content. Anybody wants to tell me the command?
Yeah.
Sure.
The same, but you
File
put at
one,
the
file
end
two,
greater
yes.
and file 3. The same command and greater file 3. Yeah.
Got it?
Yes.
So what happened? Content of the file 1 and file 2
Copies to the
copy to the
file 3.
copy or move?
Copy.
Huh?
Copy.
Copy, not move, right? Good. So I said don't display on the display file, just copy into the file 3. So if I do cat file 3, what you will see? The content of the file 1 and file 2. Got it? And please do again, practice. So whatever I cover, you guys have to practice 100 times. So we learn PWD, LS, CD, cat greater than, cat 2 greater than. Okay, let's learn how to delete the file. Okay, ls, I have file 1, file 2, ls this. I want to delete the file. rm file 1. rm space file 1. This is the way we delete the file. So after deleting the file, I need to verify file 1 is exist or not. But in Unix, important thing is, once you delete the file, you delete forever. There is no recycle bin. Okay? So when you say rm space file name, it's gone. No recycle bin. Okay? Again, I want to delete file 2. Gone. Gone, right? Okay, just delete the files. Whatever the files you guys created, just delete them. Create the file, non-empty file, right? You can add something in the file, and you can how to create it, how to delete it. Let's learn about how to create the empty file. Okay? Touch. Touch is the command to delete the create the empty file. ls-l or touch file 1 ls file 1 is get created. I want to create the multiple file 2, file 3, file 4, touch is the command to create the empty file. Okay. Another is how to create the directory. First of all, what is directory? Anybody?
Folder.
Folder. What?
We can put the many files in there.
Very good. Very good. So directory is nothing but it is a file contains no or more files. Okay. What is file? File, it contains data. But what is directory? Directory is nothing but it is a kind of, it is a type of file which contains no. Directory can be empty, right? Or contains no or more files.
Or directories.
Yes. Okay. So example, how to create the directory here? mk dir 1. After creating the directory, how can I verify the directory created or not?
ls.
Very good, ls command. So I can write into the directory, I can write the data into the directory, or I can write the files.
Write the files.
Write the files, right? Directory contains files. So how can I check this is the file or this is a directory? Huh?
ls.
Sorry? Okay, it's a color, right? Alias, I said ls.
Then you have to.
How can I check say it is a file or a directory?
It's only the
ls space hyphen l is the command. Space l is the command, and there is some option. It is goes with the ls command. So it will tell you, give you more information about the files. Okay, this is the permissions of the files or directory. So in this part, directory start with D, file start with hyphen, minus sign, right? Directory start with D. So this is the only way you can tell it is a file or a directory. Okay, and this is the size. I said it's an empty file. Empty file means nothing, zero. I create another file. Can you see?
yes,
It's empty.
22.
This is the size, right? This is, it has the 22 bytes. Okay, so this is the way we can differentiate it is a file or a directory. Okay, so create a directory and create some empty files, create a directory and list, like differentiate it is a file or a directory. Please do it. You're practicing, right? The look and feel is very important. So whatever the coloring you are seeing, it is so frustration, right? And small font and gray foreground, background is black. If you want to change, like, you know, little bit brighter, so you can right click top of your putty, change settings, appearance. If you want to change the font bigger, change font. So I have 20, like, you know, I said like a 24. Apply, it's bigger. And if I want to change the coloring, right click, you know, change settings, then there is a colors and foreground default color, modify. I said okay, change it to yellow. Okay, apply. Nice, right? So when you working, right, look and feel is important. You know, it has to be pleasant to your eyes. Otherwise, you get frustrated.
users?
Mac users, he can help you. I will help
Just
you.
repeat, how did you do this? To change them?
Can you repeat? I don't get this.
Right click on the top of the putty,
Okay.
go to the settings, change settings.
Yeah, change the color.
Okay?
Yeah.
If you want to change the font, go to the appearance. There is a change. You can select the font size. And if you want to change any color, foreground, default foreground color, modify, select whatever you want. Apply. Okay?
So when we change the color, we have to select default what the background.
Foreground. Background means whatever the black you're seeing. Foreground means whatever the
We select that, then modify.
modify, yes.
But it's only on party, right?
Party, yeah, not on your Mac. Okay, guys? You did change?
No, I don't want to.
You like the default one?
Yeah.
Okay.
First you have to put
Okay, guys.
the link to the terminal. This is not like it's a terminal. Okay?
Back to our class.
Kind of like a body.
And good thing is like
Make it big.
I'm not feeling bad like I used to. In the morning I was so bad. But you know, I thought cancel this class, but like you guys will waste whole week. I don't want to do that. So that's the reason I take the class. So you guys get some homework to work on, right? Whole week. And next week I will gonna take quizzes from the next week. Okay?
Did you send the reading? I haven't received any reading.
I copied in the flash drive, right?
Oh, now I.
Okay, I will copy it. Mhm. So, we create the directory. So, how can I change the directory? CD, dir. Anybody can tell me how can I go to the directory?
CD.
CD,
One.
dir1, right? Then type pwd. Homothene, you know, I have like I'm in the dir1. Okay. What happen if I say CD?
Go to the home.
What is my home directory? Home am2. Okay. How can I delete the directory? Empty directory. rm dir dir1. Okay. I delete the empty directory. Let's create the directory again. mkdir dir2 3. Then go to dir3 and create some file. File1, 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 file2. Right? Where I created this file1, file2? dir3, right? Go to my home directory. CD. Okay? Now my directory is empty or sorry. My directory is empty or non-empty? It has some files. How can I delete the non-empty directory?
First delete files.
R.
rm dir no, right? Rm same command, whatever the command we use to create delete the file. But there is a one option R.
Directory.
Okay? When you're deleting the directory, you have to use -r recursively directory name. Directory 3.
So it will delete the directory as well as the files.
Yes, it will delete whole files and directories.
If you don't put R, it's not going to delete it.
No, it's not gonna delete it. It will say it is a directory. It means use the some option. So run these commands. I will give you 2 minutes.